Just imagine you're at home taking care of your diet, doing everything you can to keep your blood sugar under control, but without knowing it, some fruits that seem harmless could be hindering your efforts. We know that for those living with diabetes, each food choice can make a big difference between having a peaceful day or facing those unwanted fluctuations in blood sugar. This is frustrating, isn't it? You try so hard to stay healthy, and these fruits, which are often associated with a balanced life, could actually be complicating your situation. If you've ever found yourself questioning whether some fruits are really good for your health, know that you're not alone. It's a common question, and the truth is that not all of them are friends with your glucose. In this video, we will reveal the 7 fruits that every diabetic should avoid at all costs. These are foods that, no matter how healthy they seem, can cause spikes in blood sugar, causing consequences that no one wants to face. But don't worry, I'm not just here to give you bad news. By the end of the video, you will learn how to replace these fruits with safer options, and you will also receive incredible recipes that you can make at home, so as not to compromise on flavor. There are 2 recipes for each fruit we will list, ensuring that you have delicious and healthy alternatives. Now, before we continue, hit the like button if you love health content, especially about diabetes. 1. Mango. You've probably heard that mango is a delicious fruit full of vitamins and an excellent choice for a quick snack, but what many don't know is that for those living with diabetes, this fruit can be a real trap. Mango is rich in natural sugar, which makes it one of the most problematic fruits for those who need to control their blood glucose levels. Imagine the scenario. You're on a hot day, and the idea of a juicy mango seems irresistible. The sweetness of the fruit is tempting, but that sweetness can come at a high cost. A single medium mango can contain up to 45 grams of carbohydrates, much of which is in the form of sugar. This sugar can cause a rapid rise in your glucose levels, which can be dangerous, especially if consumed regularly or in large quantities. Of course, upon realizing this, a feeling of frustration may arise. After all, mango is one of the most popular fruits, especially in summer, and no one wants to give up this pleasure. But here's the good news. You don't have to cut it out of your life completely. The secret is in how and when to consume it. If mango is part of your diet, the ideal is to consume it in small quantities and always combined with foods rich in fiber, protein, or healthy fats. These nutrients help slow the absorption of blood sugar, preventing sudden spikes. For example, a small piece of mango can be combined with a serving of unsweetened natural yogurt. This not only improves the digestion of the fruit, but also makes the snack more complete and healthy. And if you're looking for a practical way to incorporate mango into your routine without harming your health, here's a tip. Try making a refreshing smoothie. To do this, blend a small portion of mango, about a quarter cup, with a cup of unsweetened almond milk, a few spinach leaves, and a tablespoon of chia. This recipe is perfect for breakfast or as an afternoon snack, ensuring a balance between flavor and glycemic control. The important thing is to always be aware of the quantities and method of consumption so that you can continue to enjoy the flavors you like without compromising your health. And remember, moderation is your best ally when it comes to fruits like mango. 2. Grapes. The grapes, small, sweet, and so easy to eat. They seem like the perfect choice for a quick snack or to accompany a meal, but for those who need to closely monitor their blood glucose levels, grapes can be a real trap. Despite their small size and harmless appearance, these small fruits are loaded with sugar, and the worst part is it's very easy to overdo it without even realizing it. Just imagine you open the fridge, grab a bunch of grapes, and without thinking much, eat one after the other. When you realize it, you have already consumed a considerable portion. The problem here is that in 1 cup of grapes, there are about 23 grams of sugar. This means that even without overdoing it, it is possible to ingest a significant amount of carbohydrates in a matter of minutes, and the effect of this can be a rapid and unexpected rise in your blood sugar levels, something you certainly want to avoid. The big challenge with grapes is precisely portion control because they are small and so easy to eat. We often end up consuming more than we should, and for those living with diabetes, this can become a serious problem, as blood sugar spikes not only impair disease control but can also lead to other complications over time. But here's a valuable tip. If you're a fan of grapes and don't want to give them up, the best strategy is to limit consumption to small portions and, whenever possible, combine them with other foods that help balance the glycemic load. An excellent idea is to mix a small amount of grapes with walnuts or almonds. The fats and fiber present in nuts help reduce the speed at which sugar is absorbed, minimizing the impact on your glucose levels. Another interesting alternative is to use grapes in a different way, in recipes that transform them into something more than a simple snack. For example, you can prepare a refreshing salad with a base of leafy greens, some halved grapes, pieces of feta cheese, and chopped walnuts. Finish with a drizzle of olive oil and a little balsamic vinegar. This combination is not only tasty, but it also helps maintain glycemic balance as the fiber in the leaves and the healthy fats in cheese and nuts slow down the absorption of sugar. Remember, the secret is in moderation and the correct combination of foods. This way, you can continue enjoying grapes without compromising your health. This way, you can maintain the flavor and pleasure of eating without giving up the control necessary to live well with diabetes. 3.
Pineapple.
When you think of a refreshing tropical fruit, pineapple almost always comes to mind. Its acidity balanced with sweetness makes it a popular option in juices, desserts, and even salads, but for those living with diabetes, pineapple can be a challenge. Despite all its benefits, such as the presence of vitamin C and bromelain, an enzyme that aids digestion, pineapple is also quite rich in natural sugar. Now imagine yourself on a hot day craving something to cool you down. A slice of chilled pineapple seems like the ideal choice, doesn't it? The problem is that pineapple, despite its delicious flavor, contains a significant amount of carbohydrates. A medium slice can have approximately 16 grams of sugar, which can be problematic, especially if you're trying to keep your glucose levels under control. The big trick with pineapple is knowing when and how to consume it so that it doesn't end up causing an unwanted spike in blood sugar. An effective approach is to always opt for smaller portions and prefer to consume it along with a meal that includes protein or healthy fats, as this can help slow down the absorption of sugar into the blood. If pineapple is a fruit you don't want to give up, a practical way to include in your diet is to use it in small quantities as a complement, not as the main dish. For example, instead of eating several slices at once, you can add a few pieces of pineapple to a grilled chicken salad. This combination is not only delicious, but also brings a feeling of freshness without compromising your health, as the chicken proteins help balance the sugar in the fruit. Another idea that can be very useful, especially on hot days, is to prepare water flavored with pineapple. To do this, simply cut some thin slices of the fruit and add them to a pitcher of ice water along with mint leaves. Let it sit in the fridge for a few hours so the pineapple flavor infuses the water, so you can enjoy a refreshing touch of fruit without consuming large amounts of sugar. Staying hydrated and refreshed is essential. The important thing is to remember that although pineapple has its place in a balanced diet, the secret is in moderation and the way you include it in your meals. By opting for controlled portions and combining it with other foods that help maintain balance, you can continue to enjoy this tropical fruit without harming your health. 4. Banana. Banana is one of the most popular and affordable fruits, present in practically every home. It's easy to transport, doesn't need to be washed, and is a great option for quickly satisfying your hunger. However, for those with diabetes, bananas may not be as harmless as they seem. This fruit is rich in carbohydrates, mainly in the form of natural sugars, and can significantly impact your glucose levels if consumed in excess. Have you ever found yourself eating a banana because you believed it was the healthiest choice, only to later see your blood sugar spike? This happens because depending on the stage of ripeness, bananas can contain between 14 and 31 grams of carbohydrates per unit, and the more mature it is, the greater the amount of sugar available to be quickly absorbed by the body. This rapid absorption can cause glucose spikes, especially if the banana is consumed alone. Therefore, one of the best ways to continue including bananas in your diet without worrying about those spikes is to consume less ripe bananas, which contain less sugar and more resistant starch. This starch is digested more slowly, which can help avoid glycemic spikes. Furthermore, combining bananas with foods rich in fiber or protein is an excellent strategy. For example, a simple idea is to cut a green banana into slices and mix it with oatmeal and unsweetened natural yogurt. This snack is not only delicious, but it also helps to slow down the absorption of sugar into the blood. If you like something more practical and different, another way to consume bananas in a healthy way is to make a smoothie with green bananas, unsweetened almond milk, and a tablespoon of peanut butter. Combining banana and peanut butter not only creates an incredible flavor, but also adds protein and healthy fats to your diet, helping to keep your glucose levels under control. And if the craving for dessert arises, you can opt for a roasted banana with cinnamon. Cut a banana in half, sprinkle with cinnamon, and bake for a few minutes. The result is a sweet and healthy dessert that, when combined with a serving of plain Greek yogurt, can be a balanced choice for those managing their diabetes. Remember, the key to enjoying bananas without compromising your health is to control your portions and always try to combine them with other foods that help stabilize sugar absorption. This way, you can continue enjoying this practical and tasty fruit without worrying about glucose spikes. Banana can be a great substitute for sugar in your recipes, but as I always say here, moderation is key.
5.
Orange. Orange is one of the most consumed fruits in the world, known for being an excellent source of vitamin C and for its refreshing flavor. Who hasn't started their morning with a glass of orange juice, believing they were making a healthy choice to kick off the day? But for those living with diabetes, this seemingly simple habit may require a bit more caution. While oranges offer several nutritional benefits, they are also rich in fructose, the natural sugar found in fruits, which means that consuming them in large quantities can lead to unwanted spikes in blood glucose levels. You might be thinking, but it's just an orange. What could go wrong? The issue isn't just about eating the fruit, but also how it's consumed. For instance, drinking a glass of orange juice might actually be more harmful than eating the whole fruit. When you squeeze an orange, you remove most of the fiber, which is crucial for slowing down the absorption of sugar. What's left is a liquid packed with fructose. A single glass of orange juice can contain the sugar equivalent of 3 or 4 oranges, which significantly increases the amount of sugar you consume at one time. This can lead to a rapid increase in blood sugar levels, something you want to avoid if you're managing diabetes. On the other hand, if you enjoy oranges and want to keep them in your diet, a smarter choice would be to eat the whole fruit. The fiber in the pulp of the orange plays a key role in slowing down the digestion and absorption of sugar. This means that by eating the whole fruit, you can enjoy a slower and more gradual release of sugar into your bloodstream, which helps prevent those sudden blood sugar spikes that can be so detrimental. Another practical tip is to combine oranges with foods that are high in protein or healthy fats. This combination can help balance out the sugar in the fruit and keep your blood sugar levels in check.
6.
Cherries. Cherries are known for their vibrant color and sweet flavor, making them a delightful addition to many dishes. However, despite their small size and delicious taste, cherries can be a problematic fruit for people with diabetes. This is because cherries are relatively high in sugar compared to their size. A single cup of cherries can contain approximately 18 grams of sugar, which can have a significant effect on your blood sugar levels. The glycemic index, GI, of cherries is also high, meaning they cause a rapid increase in blood glucose when consumed in larger amounts. The good news is that you don't have to completely cut cherries out of your diet. Like other fruits on this list, it's all about moderation and pairing them wisely with other foods. If you're craving cherries, try to limit your serving size to about a small handful, approximately 5 to 7 cherries, and consider pairing them with protein or fiber-rich foods. For instance, mixing cherries with cottage cheese or plain yogurt can help slow down the absorption of sugar. You can also toss a few cherries into a spinach salad with a vinaigrette made from olive oil and balsamic vinegar. The fiber and fats in the salad can help stabilize your blood sugar and reduce the spike caused by the cherries. If you're in the mood for something sweet, try making a cherry compote by simmering fresh or frozen cherries with a bit of cinnamon and stevia or monk fruit sweetener. This can be a delicious topping for oatmeal or as a side dish to a protein-rich meal. Just remember, the key is controlling your portion sizes and combining cherries with other ingredients that balance their glycemic load. 7. Watermelon. Watermelon is another summer favorite that's hydrating and refreshing. However, when it comes to managing blood sugar, watermelon can be one of the trickiest fruits. Despite being low in calories and rich in vitamins, watermelon has a high glycemic index, meaning it can cause a rapid increase in blood sugar levels. A typical serving of watermelon can cause a significant spike in blood glucose, especially when consumed in large quantities. The reason watermelon can be problematic is that it's mostly made up of water and sugars, with little fiber to slow down the absorption of glucose. A cup of diced watermelon can have around 9 grams of sugar, but its glycemic index is much higher compared to other fruits. This means that while watermelon may not seem like a high-sugar fruit, its effect on your blood sugar can still be significant. The solution here is simple: limit your servings. Instead of eating large portions of watermelon, try pairing it with other low GI fruits like berries, which help counterbalance the blood sugar impact. You could also combine watermelon with a source of protein or fat, like a handful of nuts or some grilled chicken. If you're looking for a way to enjoy watermelon as a refreshing snack, try making a watermelon salad with cucumber, feta cheese, and mint leaves. The cucumber and feta add fiber and healthy fats, helping to control the overall glycemic load of the dish. If you enjoy smoothies, you can blend small portions of watermelon with a few ice cubes, spinach, and a scoop of protein powder for a hydrating and balanced option. Always be mindful of the portion size and how the fruit fits into your overall meal plan, and you'll be able to continue enjoying watermelon without spiking your blood sugar. Maintaining healthy blood sugar levels while still enjoying fruit is absolutely possible, but it requires mindful choices and portion control. While fruits like mango, grapes, pineapple, banana, cherries, watermelon, and figs can be high in sugar, they don't have to be completely eliminated from your diet. By being aware of their impact on blood sugar and pairing them with the right foods, you can still enjoy these delicious fruits in moderation. The key is balancing the glycemic load of your meals and finding alternatives when necessary. Remember that every person's body is different, and what works for one individual may not work for another. It's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare provider or a nutritionist to create a personalized plan that works best for you. By making informed choices, you can continue to enjoy a wide range of fruits while keeping your blood sugar levels in check.